EastEnders Natalie Cassidy makes shower confession. As fans say, we've all done it.
Devin Booker and ex-Kendall Jenner unfollow each other amid her rumoured new romance with Bad Bunny.
Fern Britton issues apology after making serious Twitter blunder about own book.
Hello there, and welcome to Barely Contained, the celebrity journalism podcast that has more showbiz morsels than fresh vegetables at your local supermarket. I'm Chris Beckett, and I'm joined as ever by a chuckling Matt Withers.
No, we have no tomatoes. We have no tomatoes today.
We have some turnips, but who wants turnips?
I think you can get kale. Kale's in season, isn't it? I like a bit of kale, or it does tend to get stuck between your teeth.
It does, yeah. I quite like it if you kind of fry it up. Probably not the right way to have it if you want to be healthy, but yeah. Right, Matt. So let's waste no more time talking about our lack of vegetables, and get on with the show. What have you got?
Yeah, I'd like to start off with a story from the Daily Star online. And it's about a woman who I'm sure loves her vegetables. It's headlined, EastEnders Natalie Cassidy makes shower confession. As fans say, we've all done it.
Okay. So, of course, this is Sonia.
Yes, it is.
Sonia.
Natalie Cassidy plays Sonia, who I very briefly met over a decade ago. I mean, it's a short story. It's probably it told, really. So let's carry on.
Let's any recollections.
I think I've got a feeling Nick Clegg may have been in the room at the same time. But well, there you go, Chris. That's the difference between me and you. That's the sort of life I lead.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, very much a sliding doors moment.
It's got the stand first. EastEnders star and mum of two Natalie Cassidy confessed to her followers on social media that she last had a shower days ago as her fans shared their reactions to the admission.
Unbelievable.
EastEnders Natalie Cassidy has admitted to not having a shower for 3 days after being busy and feeling ill, and fans have reassured her it was just fine.
Well, that's nice of them, rallying around for support. I mean, I'm just thinking the last episode we had fans rallying around Hulk Hogan when he was short of toilet roll. Now we've got someone who's also having bathroom issues.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's nice to see. It just shows that these people who I think we put on a pedestal like gods are just like us.
Very true, very true. I have to confess, when I first read the headline, I assumed it was going to be one of those like really lame, like having a wee in the shower stories.
Oh no, that would be too crude for this podcast. Yeah. No, she's just simply been too busy and feeling ill to have a shower. The actress, 39, mum to Eliza, 11, and Joni, 6. Revealed on Instagram on Tuesday that she last showered on Saturday, joking that she was saving money on bills.
She may joke, but it's actually true.
Yeah, there's a cost of living crisis, and who knows what she's done since EastEnders. But as Natalie was feeling ashamed of her lack of lather, fans were quick to assure her not to worry about it.
Lack of lather. Wow. We've really got in for the shower-related puns, and goodness gracious.
One follower said, "Lol, we've all done it." While another commented, "Is it bad that I don't see anything wrong with that?" A third added, "Nah, that's a regular occurrence for me, ill or not."
Is that really worthy of a lol?
Yeah. I'm laughing now, so. Posting a video to her 230,000 Instagram followers. I know. I know that's 230,000 more than barely contained because we've got none.
Selective. We're selective.
Natalie explained, I've always said I'll be honest on here, so here goes. I just realised when drying my hair that the last time I had a shower and washed my hair was Saturday. She's got to be honest, Chris. She's got to be honest. She's always said she'd be honest.
Just letting rip.
I'm the worst mum for saying you've got to have a shower, Eliza. Don't be soapy. Get upstairs. You've got to have a shower every day. It's really important.
Don't be soapy.
Yeah, I didn't understand this. Why she was saying, on the one hand, you got to have a shower, but on the other hand, don't be soapy. And she's referring to soap operas.
Well, it's just though like her kids are just constantly covering themselves in soap.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, you've got to put some water on. You can't just, you're missing a vital ingredient.
Imagine that, just in lieu of a shower, they're just rubbing a dry piece of soap against themselves. The actress, famed for playing Sonia Fowler, added that on Saturday she had her hair coloured and got in the shower later, adding, Sunday, I had a house full, very busy. Yesterday, I was really, really ill. And then this morning, got up, had the kids, done stuff in the house and had a shower. How bad is that, though? When you're not well, you don't fancy it, do ya?
Well, I mean, I don't want to sort of, doubt her, but she can't be that ill. She had her hair coloured.
Well, exactly. There are holes in her story, Chris.
Exactly.
Natalie shares her daughter Joni with cameraman husband Mark Humphrey, while she welcomed Eliza back in 2011 with her ex Ben Porter. Then it takes a little turn here. Literally a turn. It comes after she confessed that the EastEnders set stinks because could have gone off milk in the Minute Mart.
Fine.
She spilled, pardon the pun there, she spilled. Yeah. There was a few times, she's a Cockney, so we'll let that incorrect bit of grammar there go. We've opened that Minute Mart fridge before, and I've been like, fucking hell, someone's died in here. Doc Cotton, possibly.
I mean, that would be a twist.
There were a few milks in the fridge that were real, and the smell, not good.
Yeah, because that's what we all need, Well, there'd be loads of EastEnders fans who wouldn't accept it if you had fake milk.
I know. Yeah, they're very much on that, making sure it's the real deal.
It has verisimilitude. Is that the one?
Yeah, verisimilitude. Good word. I'm afraid that is the end of that story about Natalie Cassidy not having a shower.
Well, have you read the one comment?
There is one comment. It is from Bonnie 2, and Bonnie says, I have my shower on a Sunday morning. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Bonnie 2. Do you think she's called Bonnie and she tried to call herself Bonnie 1 and the Daily Star said, nope, sorry, there's already someone lined up. You have to be relegated.
Had to be the Bonnie 2 or the Bonnie squared, potentially.
Oh, so many Bonnies contributing.
So many Bonnies.
Right, Matt. Are you ready for something stateside?
I certainly am, Chris. I'm hoping it's going to be about a big A-list star because I don't like it when you do these stories about the Americans I've never heard of.
Well, let's test this out on you. This is from the dailymail.com. Devin Booker and ex-Kendall Jenner unfollow each other amid her rumoured new romance with Bad Bunny.
I don't like the story, Chris. I don't like it.
Let's unpack some of the characters in the headline and test you. I'm going to guess 33% of the characters involved in this story. Am I overstating it?
I'm going to say I know 33%, but maybe not the 33% you think. So Devin Booker is a basketballer.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, I'm completely wrong then.
Kendall Jenner is part of the extended Kardashian multiverse.
Yeah.
And Bad Bunny was from Donnie Darko.
Bad Bunny was in Donnie Darko, but I believe he's a musician.
Or maybe was Bad Bunny to Bugs Bunny what Wario is to Mario?
I think you're right. Yeah, there were those episodes of Bugs Bunny where another rabbit showed up that was just slightly off.
Slightly off, and it was very confusing for Elmer Fudd.
Exactly. He didn't know where to point his gun. Wow. Well, yeah, no, I apologize. You're much better informed of this story than me.
Well, I do like a bit of basketball. I'm aware of Devin Booker. Kendall Jenner, I know is part of the Kardashian multiverse, but I don't really know where they fit in. Bad Bunny, yeah, I don't. I'm not up for this world.
I think the thing is that they're not fitting in anymore, and Devin Booker is not happy that she's fitting in with Bad Bunny.
Oh God, this is going to be one of those really confusing ones, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's tuck in. Devin Booker and Kendall Jenner have unfollowed each other on Instagram amid the model's rumored new romance with Bad Bunny.
Bear in mind, this is on the website of the Daily Mail, which sells like £9.99 pairs of slacks to their elderly readers.
What I found, this shows how old I am. Bad Bunny apparently has been like the best-selling musician in the world for like the last 2 years or something. And I haven't really heard of him.
I've literally never thought. No, is it not Phil Collins and Annie Lennox anymore?
It's well, maybe together. Maybe if they teamed up, they could overthrow BB. The reality star, 27, and her basketball player ex, 26, who split in October 2022 after an on-off 2-year romance, sent a clear signal their platonic friendship has also come to an end after Kendall was seen kissing the musician, 28.
Uh-oh.
Fans quickly began speculating that Kendall's new romance with the Grammy winner was the reason behind the unfollow, with Ron writing, Kenny's date with BB did exactly what she wanted it to do. I mean, presumably she could have just unfollowed him without going on a date with someone else. But
well, you could do that, yes.
Another typed, oh, he's all the way in his feelings.
What?
While a third wrote, he's still following Kim and Kylie, though. Kind of embarrassing to immediately unfollow her after the Bad Bunny news. He's bothered AF.
What?
Well, I mean, bothered as F. I understand. Yeah.
As Flip.
As Flip, yeah. He also unfollowed Kendall's best friend, Hailey Bieber, but still follows the brunette's tequila brand 818.
Oh, dear. He's very erratic in his unfollow. But you're right, Chris. I mean, you do this sometimes. You unfollow one of your friends, but you forget to unfollow their tequila brand.
Exactly. Leaves you with a bad taste. DailyMail.com has reached out to representatives for Jenner and Booker for comments. Good luck, guys. Let us know how that's getting on. At @Barely_pod.
Hate that phrase, reached out.
Yeah.
Contacted.
We all reach out sometimes.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah. Sources are saying that model and musician are having fun.
Are they, though?
Sources are saying that model and musician are having fun. That's really weird. That's a really weird sentence.
Yeah,
it's like partly from almost like written by a press officer.
Yeah, or Chat GPT.
Exactly. Maybe the chatbot has come in here. An insider dished that since the pair were introduced by mutual friends several weeks back, they've been, in quotes, spending time together, according to people.
Wow. So much going on there. An insider dished that. So dish is now a verb meaning say, I guess. Since the pair were introduced by mutual friends several weeks back, they've been spending time together, according to people. Just people.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing that's the magazine, isn't it? But
sorry, I thought it was the Sunday People.
It could have been. That would be a nice
the newspaper.
Maybe Gary Bushell.
No, he's in the Daily Star Sunday these days.
Oh, okay. Apologies, Gary.
Apologies to Gal Gonad, the erstwhile Gal Gonad. One for the teenagers there.
They love it. They love a bit of bushel on the box. Dished. Now, I would also assume that if someone's dishing something, that it's going to be particularly juicy. You're going to get some bit of info that no one else could possibly be aware of or have even guessed.
Yeah.
But instead, it seems that two people that have recently started dating have been spending time together.
It's not great, is it?
It's not great. Kendall recently started hanging out with him, a second source revealed. They were introduced by friends. He moved to LA a few weeks ago and bought a house. It's, a little bit more detail. She likes him and is having fun. He is different from girls that she dated in the past. He is very charming.
Yeah.
That insider added. I think you're right. That might be ChatGPT. Hollywood, neither of the stars have commented. What?
Yeah, I don't understand this sentence.
Neither of the stars have commented on the match.
No. Is it a basketball match?
Yeah. In fact, they appear to be trying to hide whatever may be brewing between them.
The tequila.
Exactly. Just last week, following dinner together in Los Angeles, Jenna departed the restaurant through a separate exit than Bad Bunny.
Bad English there. Separate exit to Bad Bunny.
Yeah, maybe he has to go through a little burrow.
Yeah, after he just chomps down on his carrots and pops down before Elmer can wield that gun.
That date night comes after Kendall and Bad Bunny were allegedly seen making out, according to a new blind item.
I don't know what's going on. What's a blind item? The Daily Mail is saying making out.
Making out. Pashing.
Oh, my God. But can you imagine Paul Dacre saying, I hear these people have been making out?
Tell us about this heavy petting.
And the diving and the bombing.
The pair were reportedly seen engaging in a game of tonsil hockey, according to the gossip blog Douce Moi. Wow. Jesus. This is not good. Scroll. The potential connection between the two appeared to deeply disturb Bad Bunny's fans on social media as they shared their despair and grief on Twitter.
Despair and grief?
Blimey. Although the item initially didn't name the woman who allegedly made out with the hitmaker and merely described her as a famous model sister, the Douce Moi returned later to claim that it was Kendall Jenner, as multiple witnesses claimed to have seen her making out with Bad Bunny.
Who wrote this? Like a teenage girl in the early noughties.
It's very much like, or it's almost, you can imagine it almost like breathlessly delivered just before first class. The original semi-anonymous account read, "This single famous model sister was playing tonsil hockey with Bad Bunny at a private LA club last night." But on the Deuce You podcast, Douce Moi gave a fuller picture of the claim. "I have witnesses on the scene who saw her leave the club. Kendall left the club, got into her car. 2 minutes later, they pulled Bad Bunny's car around," she said.
Good grief.
Some fans even speculated that a woman who was seen leaving the club in question in a car was Jenna because her nails were red, as Jenna's have been recently.
Oh, my word. This is a proper kind of like investigation, isn't it?
Kendall's alleged tryst with Bad Bunny comes in the wake of her split from NBA star Booker in September of 2022. Now, I'm going to scroll back to the top of the story. Is that what it says there? Scrolling. No, it says they split in October. Come on.
Oh, my God.
Just the basics, please.
Somebody call Lord Leveson.
Their schedules weren't lining up, an insider claimed to E! News in November, and eventually the relationship really took its course. They specified that the couple were still friendly despite the split. There's no bad blood. It wasn't an awful breakup.
Good grief.
And Matt, 1,700 people thought that article was worthy of sharing.
Good grief. Any comments from the readers that have caught your eye there, Chris?
Oh, there's 57 of them. Well, Kathy says they could be twins. Autumn Leaves 14 says, "Devin, don't worry because I'm still available. Call me." But then doesn't leave any kind of number.
Yeah, you can't just expect us to look in the Thompsons directory.
And then there's a reply by Dante Yashin that says, "Nah, you call me." I don't know if that's a flirty message for Autumn Leaves 14 or
Hmm.
for Devon. Confusing, Yashin. Cherry Blossom says, why is this even a story?
Somebody's always going to say it.
To be fair, they have had 19 likes and no negative number.
Yeah, I mean,
Negative mark.
it's a fair point, actually.
Yeah. Little Sister of Five says, oh no, how will I sleep knowing this tragic news? Someone unfollowed someone and announced it on social media. Butterbean50 says, she can't find a decent man to save her soul. It's a genetic flaw in that entire family.
Wow.
It's a little bit harsh. Let's move on from that kind of negative talk, Butterbean50. Matt, finish us off with something uplifting.
Well, would that I could, Chris. Would that I could, but we have got a very serious apology that's had to be made here. I'm looking on the express.co.uk and a story headline: Fern Britton issues apology after making serious Twitter blunder about own book.
Oh no. What's she done now?
Well, we will see. The stand first is Fern Britton has apologised to fans after accidentally getting the release date for the paperback version of her book seriously wrong.
I mean, that's going to be pretty upsetting.
Yeah.
All those people who've patiently waited, thinking, no, I'm not going to get the hardback.
Yeah.
I don't believe in spending £15 on a book. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the
I'm waiting until it's £8.99.
Yeah, I want the portability of the softback, please. The paperback.
Yep, easy for the beach.
But she's let everyone down.
Fern Britton, 65, could not contain her excitement as she took to Twitter earlier today to announce the release date for the paperback version of her book, The Good Servant. However, the former This Morning presenter was soon forced to backtrack as she realised she got the date completely wrong.
Good Lord. I'm wondering, is this an autobiography? Is it a bit of fiction? I hope she tells us a bit more. At the moment, I'm wondering, The Good Servant, I'm thinking, God, I bet Paul Burrell's really pissed off.
Oh yeah, he's got a new book coming out actually, Paul Ball. Finally, Chris, I don't know if you heard it. Finally, he's going to break his silence about being Diana's rock.
It's about goddamn time. Not letting like Harry get in there first, Paul.
Those lips have been stitched for a quarter of a century, Chris. But now Burrell's going to have his say. Finally. But that's not for now. We're concentrating on Fern Britton. In view of her 135,200 followers, Fern announced, "Good morning, all. The paperback of #The Good Servant is out a week today."
Oh, only half as many as Natalie Cassidy.
Well, yes. Ready for Mother's Day and Easter. And I see it on Amazon. The hardback edition is £1 cheaper than the paperback. So will be so ... FYI, open parentheses, psych, close parentheses.
Oh, that's interesting. A hardback cheaper than a paperback.
Well, yeah.
And do you think she's saying sick, so she's not doing a kind of PJ and Duncan.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you say sick or psych?
I think it's sick.
Okay, well, you're the expert, so
I'm not, but
well, I'm not the one with the benefit of the expensive education, Chris, so I never studied the classics. However, it wasn't long after Fern returned to the microblogging site
as we all call it,
to apologize to fans for her blunder in a follow-up tweet. Wow. Do we really need to still call Twitter the microblogging site?
Yeah, well, I'm sure Elon, that's how Elon talks about it.
I would imagine so. Yeah, he's like constantly telling people to concentrate on the microblogging. She said, "Error, apologies. It is published on June the 8th, not next week, but I can reveal the cover next week. I was suffering from excitement interruptus."
I mean, that's quite a mix-up.
Yeah, it is quite mixed up. Yeah, if you think there's something that's going to happen this week and it's June, yeah, that's quite a long way out. The mishap happened after early this month. Fern was called out by fans after making an awkward error when confessing her love for a fellow TV star.
Who's this going to be?
Well, cool your jets and hold your horses. It's coming. The TV star was left exclaiming, "Oops," after one of her Twitter followers alerted her to an unfortunate mishap in a very candid tweet.
Oh.
The author is believed to be single following her split from ex-husband Phil Vickery, 61, in 2020. But in a very candid confession, Fern couldn't resist declaring her love for Kevin MacLeod, 63, while tuning into his hit Channel 4 series Grand Designs.
Wow.
Fern took to social media to admit she is a, quotes, little bit in love with the television presenter, but was called out after awkwardly spelling his name wrong.
God, superficial, Fern.
Superficial. The ITV star confessed, "I'm a little bit in love with hashtag Kevin MacLeod, hashtag Grand Designs."
I mean, she's ITV, he's Channel 4. It'll never work.
It wasn't long before fans inundated the comments section of Fern's admission, with one pointing out her blunder. At Storm Abigail 27 replied alongside a thinking face emoji, "Should be at Kevin_MacLeod. Your hashtag leads to a different guy."
My word. So that poor guy is going to have been spending ages thinking that he was the object of Fern Britton's affections.
Yeah, he thought he was in. Rather like that poor guy in America called John Lewis, who, who gets all those horrendous tweets from racists every year. This person thought, I'm in there with Fern. He's got the money rolling in from the hardback and then the paperback later this year. But no. After realizing a mistake, Fern simply responded by tweeting, "Oops."
Oh, I mean, that's from the, Gerald Ratner School of Apologies.
One for the kids. Going on to correct herself, the writer tweeted in the follow-up post, spelling Mr. K. MacLeod. Sadly for Fern, Kevin is already married, tying the knot with his partner Jenny Jones last November. The couple got married 5 years after the Grand Designs host split from his wife of 23 years, Susanna MacLeod, with whom he has a son and daughter.
Oh, nice little bit of wiki research at the end there.
Wikipedia. And that is the end of what I would very, very loosely describe as a piece of journalism.
Any comments on that one?
There are no comments as far as I can see on that story. No, nobody's had anything to say.
Let's put their head above the parapet.
Nope.
Oh well. If you'd like to comment, perhaps don't feel that you have to do it on the express.co.uk site. Why not? Take your feelings about this story and talk to us about them.
What a magnificent link, Chris, to the way that we ordinarily end this podcast. Well done.
Well, thank you. How about coming on Twitter at @barely_pod? Tell us what you think, and if you're Fern, maybe you want to talk to us about your publishing issues, or Natalie Cassidy, tell us about your shower.
Yeah, or that time that you're in the same room as me and Nick Clegg.
I want to know about this. I want to know what event that unified you guys.
If I recall, it was for a very worthy charity. So,
okay.
But
you don't like to talk about it.
Don't like to talk about it. But Chris, I'm just trying to think of some kind of scenario in which somebody wasn't on Twitter, but they might be on Facebook. Was some way that they could engage with Barely Contained?
Well, yes. I mean, just let me say, you don't need one of your VR Meta headsets. Take that off. Just go on to what I like to call Facebook Basic, Facebook like it used to be, and click on Barely Contained the Podcast, and you'll see all sorts of bonus content, videos, a full archive. You couldn't really ask for more.
Honestly, you could ask for more, but you'd be taking the piss.
You could ask for a lot more, really. But I mean, if you were going to do that, then the chances are you're not listening to us as we speak at the moment.
But while you're doing that, as I always say, why not just pop onto your podcast of choice, whatever you listen to us on, be that Apple or Google or Amazon or Spotify or whatever floats your boat. Give us a review, and just spread the word out there. And we will be back on. It'll be April the 1st, won't it? But there are no fools here.
There are no fools, no flies on us.
Yeah. To say that, there's regular only fools and horses content, but that's the only fools you'll get.
Yeah, exactly. That's about as far as we go.
Yeah, maybe we'll do an only fools and horses special.
That would be good, wouldn't it? Yeah. That would be good.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll keep you on tenterhooks, listeners. So we will see you next month. Chris, I will see you next month, if not in the interim. Take care, everybody. Take care, Chris. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Matt. Yep, take care of yourself, and see you soon. Bye.
Bye.